a little bit lethargic today, to be honest. It's a Sunday, and I didn't do things that needed to be done first today. I kind of chilled out and did them as they needed to get done. And it's interesting because I've been kind of thinking a lot recently about like two different types of ways to approach things, right? You've got, well, in my mind, two different schools of thought. You've got the planner, the preparer, who schedules tomorrow, leaves no room for entropy, and has everything planned to a T. And you've got the person who allows their day to be fully surrendered and takes it as it comes, uses procrastination as a superpower and treats ADHD like their greatest weapon, leaves things until the very last minute, until you have no choice but to get it done and get it done. And the reason why I've been kind of playing with and battling these two schools of thought is because the second one, the latter, has only just been opened up to me. Having recently been exposed to these ideas from a guy on Twitter called Brute the Force. Some of you may have heard of him. And he's got quite polarizing views, but a lot of them kind of speak to me, if I'm being completely honest. And throughout my life, I've very much erred on the side of leaving things to last minute and then throwing my all into it and getting it all done type shit. In contrast, at times, I have thrived on planning for short periods of time. It's never lasted long, but I have thrived on structure and planning. So days like today leave me in a curious state above all else. I can't sit here and necessarily say that I feel good. Just because I was procrastinating and leaving things to the last minute, it didn't necessarily mean that I was filling that time with anything worthwhile or anything that I was really enjoying or found extremely relaxing. So maybe that has a part to play. However, finance structure has never lasted long in my life. It's never lasted longer than a few weeks, a month at a push. I've always lent towards and spent most of my time in, I guess, what I would consider a state of embracing entropy, embracing chaos, knowing that I'm going to do ABC tomorrow. For example, I know that I'm going to go to the gym, but I don't know what time I'm going to go to the gym tomorrow. I know that I'm going to stick to my principles surrounding health, but I don't know what time. I know that I'm going to stick to my principles surrounding communication in my relationship all my relationships, but I don't know how I'm going to attack that or approach that tomorrow. I know that I'm going to do my video, but I don't know what time. So yeah, it's an interesting one, man. It's an interesting one, and I believe that there's a way to thrive either way. And I believe that we are fed this idea that we need to cure ADHD and we need to completely eradicate procrastination, and I don't necessarily believe in that anymore, to be completely honest. I don't believe in that at all. I do truly believe, this being a brute teaching, that our biological being is probably smarter. Our reptile brain is probably smarter than our conscious brain. Our conscious brain is genius and we're able to do amazing things with it, but the reptile brain is so quick, it's so calculated. We are the way we are today at the age of 25, 26, 27, 30, 40, 50 because of things that happened to us 10, 20, 30 years ago. And oftentimes, more often than not, people who achieve greatness in a field achieve that because of some sort of trauma, or because they are overcompensating because of a bad experience or a weakness of theirs, and more often than not, the people that do that have to sacrifice an element of themselves, an element of their consciousness. They have to climb the mountaintop. You don't get up there unscathed, kind of idea. And yeah, it's been on my mind a lot recently. I can't lie, it's been on my mind. Trying to figure out where I sit and where I stand on it and where I work best, to be completely honest. But anyway, I wanted it to be a short one today. So I hope it is a short one today, because I didn't do much at the gym today. It was a rest day. I jumped on the assault bike for 15 minutes and then I just shadow boxed for 15 minutes. It was fun. I broke a nice sweat. And because I went to a different gym, even though it was like 8:30 on a Sunday evening, I inevitably spoke to somebody, which was nice. It was nice to see someone, see the person I was supposed to. But it was nice to do my cardio in conversation, because one, that passed the time super quick, and two, I was able to constantly gauge like how hard I was pushing myself to make sure I was staying like in the zone 2 range, because my coach always says you want to go at a pace where you're breaking a sweat but you can hold a conversation, and that was fun. Shadowboxing was alright. I literally just stuck to the basic things that I was taught in class earlier this week. Yeah, if you made it this far, thank you very, very much. I appreciate you more than you can imagine. I'm sure we'll dive a bit deeper into the ideas that I discussed earlier. But as of right now, I am tired. And yes, I shall see you tomorrow.